So yeah, this is where I'm talking about when I say overwhelming numbers, because essentially people are coming out from the cabins there,
Yeah.
um, and essentially it's three a pop, and they're all armed with machine guns. Like
Yeah.
that's shit. There's no other way to put it, unfortunately. So yeah, this was a lot of failure. But I have kept the best attempts and some of the stupider attempts as well for a little bit of flavor. So out of curiosity, Foxy, how far into Crackdown did you actually get? Is this kind of representative of how you got on, or
I
am I
think
still further
so.
behind? Really? Yeah.
No, no, I think so because again, this is a long time ago when I actually like played through.
Yeah.
But I remember like the Volk, I remember like the triads.
Mm.
Um, I don't think I ever finished it because like I never got my stats up enough to go near the triads.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I definitely did this.
Hmm.
Like, and I think I was in the process. I had just finished the Volk, so I was trying to go for the triad, but I couldn't do it until I did all the exploration to grind up my
Yeah,
stats.
levels. Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't think I ever cleared it, to be honest.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
And I don't say that like as it goes a bad thing. Is like still it's a fun game, just
Mm.
not enough to make me drive through and get to the end.
Yeah, I think this came up in our conversation with Dave as well. This is that like essentially once you played the first level, you played the whole game,
Yeah,
and there's very little variety in the missions. They just get harder.
yeah,
You know, you just have to deal with more people and tougher enemies. It's like, could throw in something else on top of this, lads. You know, like again, Sandbox games are kind of known for their variety in gameplay. You could have done something with that. You know, I know the variety is in the side stuff and the upgrades and stuff like that, but the actual mission upon mission, there could
yeah.
have been a bit more intrigue there. You know, like if the plot is the most repetitive part of the game, that's a bad sign. We.
That was one thing I hated as well. Like you could be mid-air
Get
because
shot
someone
at,
has
yeah.
gotten you, and they can still take away your health while
Mm.
you're in the air. It's like, nah, that's not fair.
Yeah, like in fairness, it is in a weird way. It's fair game because like you can do the same to the enemies, but like you're the main character. Like fuck those guys, you know.
Mm. Like there should always be some way to get kind of like respite
Yeah,
from it. But this game actively tries not to give you one.
yeah, they've definitely chosen not to do that to go full octane. And again, that is fine if you're up to speed, but if you're like, I don't know if I'm even slightly behind on what the form is or slightly ahead or whatever it is. It feels like I'm behind. In certain skills and certain stats, but there's no way to know. You know what I mean? Like until you realize, oh, you're reaching a mission that is very clearly just a brick wall, and you're not going to get through until you work on yourself. You know, like I could tell from just doing this for this level alone, I clearly need an extra health bar, because the one I have is just not going to last me.
Yeah.
You know. Again, this is where I would have figured they would have had like purchasable upgrades where like you could get yourself an armor just for this level or invincibility for a spell. But again, it's gone for a different way, which is fine. But like I said, I'm trying to avoid any and all possible grinding to get to the end of this game,
Hmm.
and I don't want to be told otherwise. I want to be in my bubble and told that I'm doing a good job.
Unfortunately, it is a game where you do have to you have to grind to some degree
Yeah,
in order to be able to do it.
that is a
But
shame. Yeah.
like, it's not a game where you can, even from your base stats, be able to finish it.
Yeah, you do clear. You very clearly hit a cliff face at some stage, and that this is it. You know.
Yeah. Either get with the program or you're not clearing it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like in a weird way, like this is like where like I'm quite grateful for Assassin's Creed not really giving a shit about its side content, because the side content is literally just for flavor. It's a distraction from everything else. You don't necessarily need to do any of it, and it doesn't add anything really to the plot. Bar,
Mm-hmm.
I guess the one where you're setting up your fucking thieves guild thingy in Rome,
Mm.
but outside of that one outlier, the side content doesn't really matter.
No.
Again, I respect that for not wasting my time, but it's also
Yep.
like, why go through all the effort of programming all this stuff knowing that no one cares?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so baffling in a sense.
Find cover. Low health.
Yeah, I'm literally surrounded here by people. Like there's zero chance of survival there.
No.
And again, much to that point, they all have my same machine gun. So they're shooting what, 80 bullets at you per bono. And I maybe should be wrong here, but they seem to reload quicker than I do, which annoys the fuck out of me. If even reload at all, to be honest. So I think in these two attempts, I try and do something different and try and sneak my way through, going through like a different pathway and stuff like this. So we'll see what happens when I try that. Because again, logic would dictate if one approach doesn't work, try something else. You know, as you said, like if you're aggroing all these people as you're coming in, maybe go a different approach and see if they appear at all. So this is what I do. Okay, this is all going well so far, right?
Yep.
Just get across this bridge and...
What the fuck?
Yep. Yep, that happened. That genuinely happened. There were spawn points on the boat, around the boat, near the boat, whatever. Like, what annoys me as well is that like the office that you need is press a switch. You can't just like throw a grenade, break the glass, and jump through. You actually have to go around and do the fucking whole rigmarole. You know what I mean? Like, that's what annoys me the most. Is that like you could theoretically avoid all of these people, but the pathway to do it is literally through there, through the people. You know, it's such a cumbersome way of doing the level.
Mm.
Like, I do get like like once you do this half of the mission, all you have to do is come back now and just like storm the boat and kill your man. But just getting there is half the battle, you know, if not more the battle. So
See, if I was approaching this, I'd be like, okay, there doesn't seem to be any buildings that are close enough to reach the boat. So I look at the cranes then. Cranes would be my next option to try and climb because they're closer.
I am nearly sure in a stuff that in one that doesn't make the cut, I tried to climb the cranes and I couldn't reach them. But again, this is what I'm saying. Like, I think for this level in particular, I'd say if I had found a way onto the boat, the guy wouldn't be there because I haven't pressed a switch. You know, it seems that level of programming we're working with here. You know. Hey, there's nobody here. So now again, you can see I've gone for a different approach here. Brought a rocket with me to deal with the crowd control. The long ass reload time on that machine gun also is really killing me here because It like more bullets means more people killed, but it's that those few seconds where you're so vulnerable is just gonna kill you. Literally.
And if you switch guns, it doesn't reload automatically.
Yeah. Another thing that annoys me as well. I don't know if if you caught that as well. Like I shot like that guy a good couple of times there, and the hits didn't register, even though it's very clearly hitting them. Like stuff like that just really annoyed me towards the end of this session. It's like, for fuck's sake. Because like knowing how many people you do have to actually wipe out in this level, like you're trying to conserve ammo as much as you can, you know. Like, now, this part here is confusing me too, because there's people just randomly shooting at what seems to be a dumpster. Did you think we're hiding in the dumpster? Are they trying to make a point? I don't know. Very strange behavior from these people. I say, like, it's weird, like, what are they shooting at?
And they're just too far away.
Yeah, so I just rocket. That'll fix it. Again, I'm also just exploding the vehicles just to get them off the map. Because, like, in a heated moment like this, like, you're trying to just, like, take out who you can. And if your guy continues to get distracted by moving vehicles, that's not helping matters, you know? You do love an L explosion all the same, don't you? It's just something really just satisfying about it. But again, I cannot stress enough how many people are on this fucking level. So unnecessary. I was like, oh, the guy was on fire. Okay. Here, I'll help you out there, buddy. Like, the more I'm looking at this level, I'm just thinking, oh my god, these guys programming are just shockingly bad. Because they're not even shooting at us; they're just shooting at each other almost in the sort of weird like kill zone they've set up for us.
And they just keep coming.
They keep coming back, yeah. So, like, I thought at this stage they were respawning, but I wasn't sure. So I said, look, fuck it, look, I'll press on my head and see what goes on. But like.
And he gets into a panic as well.
Which doesn't help the stress levels at all.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a bit lucky there.
Level up.
Yeah.
The effective blast radius of your explosive ordnance has increased along with the force and damage applied.
But this is what I can't figure out. Like, it's just like if there's respawning points, I will accept that. But like, give us a fucking minute. You know what I mean? Like this, I found so many problems with this level, and again, I'm sure I'm not the only person that's had these issues. But like, holy shit, when you're looking back on it now, going, this is just so badly made.
Low ammo, Agent.
Yeah.
It just shows that sometimes, even in a decent enough game like this, like when they get a level wrong, they really do shit the bed on it. Like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, as you said, when you find one, get it.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Grab it while you can.
Yeah. Like, it seems to be from me just kind of looking back at this level. It seems like if there are respawn points, once you clear certain those points, like you clear one bottleneck, move on to the next one, keep going basically until you make progress. But my God, are there some fucking serious bottlenecks?
Yeah.
Like I said, we've only got this is only the first half of this this boss. Like, we haven't even got to the part where you actually get to kill him. As you said, Foxy, like if you had the agility, you could be able to just clear half this already and just jump up the steps.
Yeah.
So maybe next time I play this level, I'll try that and see how we go. But from what I can guess, it didn't look like I could. But I could be wrong.
Driving skill has improved.
Yes, that's gonna help us out against the Volk. I don't know how to work this thing. I think I made it work. I think.
And now to get on the boat.
Yep. All the hard part is the hard part's over now, clearly. That fucker didn't stand a chance.
No. There's another orb. Jesus.
Yeah. I know I'm on a roll here, lads. Yeah, sound the horn. Draw attention to yourself. That's tactics. Good job.
There we go.
It is nice when they stay near their explosive
Blast
vehicles.
radius.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's handy. I, of course, have now run out of bullets, which is a shame. And this is where the lock-on fucking, like, dicks me over. Like, why do you log on to the furthest person away when there are literally 10 people in front of you? Like, make that make sense.
And the camera, like, when it zooms in on you, it just makes it infuriating because you can't see where they've gone.
Yeah. Like, you know where they are on the map, but your guy just doesn't turn to face them. Like, it is you're so static in where you can look.
Hmm.
And then this guy just confused me completely. Like, was he the boss? Was he the villain? Like, Like, what the fuck is he doing here? So do you know what this level needs? Substantially more people.
Yeah.
There we are. Look,
Surprise!
literally, here's more. Just more. Like, unfucking real. So we'll leave it there for the moment anyway, because I was getting quite incredulous towards the end of that session. So best if you didn't see the rest of the attempts. So, as we normally do when we take a little pause here on the Sandbox Jukebox, we appreciate the time and the energy taken for the co-host, and we will give you an opportunity to pick something for the wheel. So, we're only at the start of this playthrough, so we don't have many on the moment, but already as potential choices are Driver San Francisco, which is my pick, and Dave's pick of Grand Theft Auto 3. So, Foxy, you have a chance to pick a sandbox game of your choice and put it on the wheel. What would you like?
I'm not sure because like I have picked one in the past and I don't even know if that was even if that's been saved or if it's actually like gonna happen at all.
It's an option. Again, if the wheel decides, we could play it.
Right, I'll try and think of a different one just so that we actually have something.
Right.
For an actual sandbox game. Jesus. I don't know, for shits and giggles. True Crime Streets of LA.
Oh, we already played that one.
Oh, have you?
My friend. Yeah, we already got. Okay, so we dodged that bullet.
Okay.
Thank fuck.
All right. So what was it you had? You had what, Driver San Francisco, was it?
And Grand Theft Auto 3.
Grand Theft Auto 3. Yeah, that's a good choice actually. Fuck it. I'll try it on just because we were talking about it earlier. Saints Row 2.
Saints Row 2. Okay, so we're still sticking with Saints Row stuff, but we're going to do 2 this time instead. Awesome. Again, that means we can get potentially Saints Row 1 and 2 on the wheel. So yeah, if that happens to be the case, we will possibly play one of them. We shall see. But for now, that is us for the Sandbox Jukebox until we shuffle our deck again and see who else falls victim to Crackdown and everything in between. But for now, Foxy, always a pleasure having you on and sharing your wistful reminiscings on on this Xbox game. So in that case, we will see you next time with the Sandbox Jukebox with a new co-host and more games. Well, not more games. We're still going to be playing this until we're done with it. You get the idea. Until then, good night, everybody.